Listen to them. The children of night. What sweet music they make.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? Ricky Puckett with you, taking it to you, and Incision Radio has once again returned to you on this 19th day of February, 2023. How you doing, folks? How you doing, people? Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic, as always. And, you know, it's been a minute. I haven't done a show in a long time. Don't get excited, though, because this is not going to be a regular thing. This is just a one-off. It's possible I could bring Incision back, but at least for now, it's just a one-off show. I just had an itch to do a show, so I decided to throw a show together, and we're going to do this, okay? So I hope you're here with me. I hope you settle in with me and enjoy the show. All right, so check this out. We're going to take this maybe an hour, maybe a little bit longer, possibly. We'll see. Check this out. Incision Radio is coming straight to you from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, with music that is louder than hell itself. We are covering this entire planet with enough volume and brutality to wake the dead. All right, and this is the point where I would normally go into my whole spiel about, you know, if there's anything you'd like to hear, feel free to give me a call, blah, 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 request line this, email that, whatever. We're not going to do that this time because, like I said, this is not going to be a regular show, at least not for the foreseeable future. That could change, but I don't have any plans right now to bring it back full time. Perhaps one day, though. So anyway, this is going to be a good show. I hope you stick around. It's going to be fun. I've got Eliza Rickman right around the corner. I've got Mike Maines as well. A Hill to Die Upon, The Cure, War of Ages, Virgin Black, and a whole lot more. Got Wolves at the Gate coming up right around the corner, so do stick around for that. Now check this out. This is Incision Radio, not War Club Radio. For those of you who don't know, Incision Radio, when I started it, was the successor to War Club Radio, and War Club Radio was known as a quote unquote Christian station. This, however, is not. So, I mean, to be honest, probably 97 to 99% of the music that you'll hear on Incision is the same stuff you heard on War Club Radio, but we're going to be peppering in some secular music from time to time. So that's why I say this is not technically a quote unquote Christian station. Okay, so we're doing some different things here, and so I hope you enjoy the ride for however long it lasts, whether it's just this one show or whether I bring the show back full time, a little bit later on down the road. But anyway, this is a shot from Depeche Mode, and the name of the song is Only When I Lose Myself on the Incision.
It's only when I lose myself with someone else that I find myself. It's only when I lose myself with someone else that I find myself. For me, something sensual, it's full of fire and mystery. I feel hypnotized, I feel paralyzed. I have found heaven. There's 1,000 reasons why I shouldn't spend my time with you. For every reason not to be here, I can think of two. Hanging on, myself in someone else. Where to find myself, I find myself. It's only when I lose myself in someone else that I find myself, I find myself. Inside me fade and disappear. There's a feeling of contentment now that you are here. I feel satisfied, I belong inside your velvet heaven. Did I need to sell my soul for pleasure like this? Did I have to lose control to treasure your kiss? Did I need to place my heart in the palm of your hand? Before I could even start to understand, it's only when I lose myself in someone else that I find myself, I find myself. It's only when I lose myself in someone else that I find myself, I find myself. It's only when I lose myself in someone else that I find myself, I find myself. It's only when I lose myself in someone else that I find myself, I find myself.
It doesn't matter to me if you're fast or slow.
Nobody escapes us.
To the shell of the dust, it speaks to
Incision Radio, Ricky Puckett with you, taking it to you. That was a shot from Wolves at the Gate off of the Types Shadows release. The name of the song was Lowly, and that goes back to 2016. Right now, though, I'm going to hit you up with a shot from a very good friend of mine, Eliza Rickman, Miss Eliza Rickman, out of the Bay Area. And if you are not familiar with her music, you should definitely check it out. ElizaRickman.bandcamp.com. Go out, check it out, like her music, find her on all the socials, follow her there. She's definitely worthy. She's deserving. She deserves the world. So, check her out. Buy all of her shit. Okay. Do it. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Damn it. Sorry to all my Christian audience. All right. Eliza Rickman, I Put a Spell on You. This is a song that she, just released a year ago or last year. This is her spin on it. Incision.
I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Stop the things you do. I ain't lying. Ooh, I can't stand no running around. I can't stand no put me down. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Stop the things you do. I ain't lying. Ooh, I love you, know how. I don't care if you don't want me now. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine.
You're gonna leave cause you gotta go. That's alright, now I finally know. But I'll take the credit cards and keys from you though. I can't float the bill for you to go and find your soul. Hope you find what you are looking for. I'll be waiting behind the door you closed when you lived in sin. This isn't a place where good girls hide. This is a place where love dies. This isn't a place where good girls hide. This is a place where love dies. You went and left cause you had to go. I'm just fine now, I finally know. I'm spending time sitting in a home alone, wishing you'd gone back and I'd fix your broken bones. Did you find what you were looking for? I hope it's more or less enough to get you to turn around. This isn't a place where good girls hide. This is a place where love died. And while the sun sank beneath the sky, see if there's still things a beating heart. Look it out and then I'll run into the backyard. Bury it and pray that all of will rise up again. I'll take these hands of mine and tear apart your ribcage. Crawl inside to see if there's still hangs a beating heart. Look it out and then I'll run into the backyard. Dig up the ground, afraid that I'll still hear you say this isn't a place where good girls hide. This is a place where love died.
Incision Radio at one to metal, but
I do what I want.
we do what we want. Incision Radio, that was a shot from Me Without You off of the 10 Stories released. The name of the song was Grist for the Melody Mill. And that goes back to, I think that was 2014? Let me just double check. Yes. No, 2012. Okay. Anyway, good stuff right there. Right now, though, it's a shot from A Hill to Die Upon. Great, great band. I mean, these guys hail from the great state of Illinois. A black and death metal band from Illinois. Who would have thought it? not from a Scandinavian country, but Illinois, Monmouth, Illinois, to be honest, to be precise. Anyway, these guys are great friends of mine. I love these guys to death. This is A Hill to Die Upon with Oh Death featuring the wonderful timbre.
Got it, and the double take.
such sights to show you.
Incision.
Incision Radio, Ricky Puckett with you, taking it to you. That was a shot from War of Ages. The name of the song was Buried Alive, and that was a great, great song. A great, great band. And, I'm really loving it. Like McDonald's, I'm loving it. Okay, that's stupid. All right. Anyway, that was from 2017 from the Alpha release. Right now, though, it's a shot from The Cure. The Cure. See? There you go. If you're not watching the video, I was just like showing off my Cure shirt. So, anyway, this is The Cure off of the Pornography release. The name of the song is Cold. And you know what? This is actually my ringtone. I love this song. I love this song. It's so dark. It's so brooding. I feel it in my soul. This is my heart. All right, anyway, The Cure, Cold, Pornography, Incision.
Take a face you will be
Incision Radio, Ricky Puckett with you, taking it to you, and that was a shot from The Cure off of the Pornography release. The name of the song was Cold, and you know, I gotta say, I'm kind of embarrassed. I don't know if I should be. I won't know until I'm done with this show and I go back and check it out and rewatch this and find out what was going on there. But, you know, before this, when I came on, when I opened the mic, or when I thought I opened the mic and started talking to announce that song, I'm not sure. You know, after I got done talking, I'm not sure. I don't remember ever turning the mic off. So I don't know if I ever even turned the mic on when I was announcing that song. So if you're watching, if the mic wasn't on, you saw me like talking away and you didn't hear anything other than the music. So, okay. So yeah, that happened. That's live radio for you. And, well, I mean, if you're watching this right now, if you're listening to this show, because it's streaming everywhere right now, this is recorded live, and then just broadcasting the recording. So you know, live streaming the recording. So anyway, yeah. Oh, and with that said, it's possible, and we're like 41 minutes into the show now. I meant to mention this at the beginning. But, yeah, it's possible that this show might not even be, you know, listenable or watchable or whatever, because, you know, since it is streaming everywhere, might have a problem with the copyright. You know, I was thinking, you know, if I'm going to stream this, I'm really running the risk of getting my broadcast muted or getting in trouble with the social media police because of copyright issues. So I'm kind of taking a risk here. I thought, you know, maybe I should just curate a playlist that's stuff that I know isn't going to get that, you know, that's all good. But I thought, no, screw it. I'm just going to play what I play, and hopefully I get away with it. I guess we'll see. If I don't get away with it, then, yeah, that's going to suck. But, anyway, yeah, that was, The Cure off the Pornography release. The name of the song was Cold, and, that goes back to, 1982. So I was 4 years old in 1982. I was established in 1978. Yeah, so good times. The 80s was a great time. I was a kid in the 80s, you know, growing up in the 80s, and so I consider myself an 80s child, even though I went through my formative teen years in the 90s. You know, the 80s was my decade. You know, I grew up as a child. My childhood was in the 80s. My teen years were in the 90s. But the 80s is what I identify with the most. Anyway, enough talking, enough blabbering on about all kinds of bullshit that nobody cares about. Nobody's probably watching this anyway. I mean, I don't think anybody cares. Nobody cares what I do. I used to be relevant once upon a time. I no longer am. So, anyways, yeah. On with the show. Here we go. Right now it's a shot from Virgin Black. I love this band. This is one of the greatest bands ever to grace planet Earth. This is off of their Elegant and Dying release, going back to 2003. The name of the song, and the Kiss of God's Mouth, Part 2. Right here, only on the Incision. War Club Radio, and this is not War Club Radio. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Incision Radio. War Club's dead. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you know, I guess we could play along. I've got all these War Club sweepers still.
War Club Radio. Radio that cares about you.
And rips your head off at the same time.
And this one.
I got a fever. And the only prescription is
War Club Radio.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want
War Club Radio.
This is the music I've selected for
War Club Radio.
So, I mean, I could go on and on. Yeah. Those were good days, good times for sure. You know, War Club Radio was that was a thing. That was a special thing. Which was tied into, it was birthed from War Club Ministries. That was something in the 90s. It was like this counterculture metal, alternative punk, goth kind of ministry kind of thing that we had going on back in the day. Good times, but those times are gone. So, yeah, anyway, this is Incision Radio, not War Club. Yeah, okay, so that was Mind Rage off of the Soul and Weakness Raised in Power release. And it doesn't have the year listed here, but I believe that was 1996 or 7. I could consult the Googles, but I'm not going to at the moment because that will take more time. And I wasted a lot of time reminiscing about the days of War Club. So I will just skip that for now. And we will just have to be content with the thought that that was probably 1996 or 1997. It was around the same time that Living Sacrifice's Reborn release was, you know, came out, because Mind Rage is from Arkansas, from Little Rock, the same, you know, the same hometown as Living Sacrifice, and that album is basically Living Sacrifice Reborn Worship. So, you know, when I was working at 91 FM, KOKF 91 FM, I remember, you know, all the DJs had mailboxes, you know, there at the studio. And I remember, going in one night. See, I only worked Friday nights. I wasn't the main nighttime 91 DJ. I just worked, you know, overnight Friday night into Saturday morning until 7 in the morning. And, you know, because I was a teenager, I still had school, you know, so I couldn't like do the regular, the Monday through Thursday thing or whatever, Monday through Friday. Actually, the nighttime stuff, that was, the main shift was Sunday night starting at 10 p.m. into Thursday night overnight into Friday morning. Well, anyway, that's neither here nor there. But, yeah, I just worked Friday night. I was a volunteer DJ. I didn't get paid when I worked at 91 FM, you know. I was a volunteer DJ. I did it for 5 years, and I did it happily. You know, it was great. It was the best times ever, you know. It was fun, super fun. As a matter of fact, you know, I used to have, man, I hung out with the wrong crowd back in the day. I did. I really did. I'm not going to lie. I did. I hung out with some bad people, but I myself was no angel either. So I can't really say, you know, I can't really make myself to be holier than thou, because I was, I hate to say it, but, you know, we're all hypocrites. We all fall short of the glory of God. But, yeah, I used to have, you know, 91 FM was a nonprofit organization. You know, they were a 501c3 or whatever it's called. And as a DJ, you know, sometimes I had friends that got into some trouble legally. So, and they might have gotten, you know, they might have had to do some community service or whatever. And so they might have come up to the radio station with me and just hung out with me Friday nights overnight into Saturday morning, you know, just hanging out at the radio station, listening to music and having a good time. And I might have just signed their community service paperwork for them just for hanging out with me. I am so bad. I am so bad. If you've ever watched a show on NBC, The Bad Place, maybe I'm going to the bad place for that, but I hope not. Yeah, I mean, technically they're supposed to like do things, and I guess, you know, if I asked them to do something for me and they did it, then I can say they did it for me as a community service. I was so bad. I'm not even going to lie. I was bad. But, you know, I was just trying to hook up my friends, just trying to help them out. They love me for it. Those are good times. Those are some really good times. Eric Wiesner, I'm looking at you, man. I'm looking at you, pal. I haven't talked to my friend Eric Wiesner in so long. I miss that guy so much. Corey Wells, I'm talking to you too. Jimmy Mercado. Yeah, those were the days. Those were the times. We had good times. It was a blast. Okay, so let's move on. Let's get this show on the road. That was Mind Rage from the Sown in Weakness, Raised in Power release. The name of the song was Born Blind from, I believe, 96 or 97, give or take a year or two. But I'm pretty sure I'm right on the mark. But actually, I went into the 91 stuff because we all had mailboxes, and I remember going into work one night, and I checked my mailbox, and somebody said that something came in the mail for me there, and I checked my mailbox, and I had this this demo that Mind Rage sent me. Now, at this point in time, I had never heard of this band in my entire life. Okay, I never heard of them at all. So, hold on, my webcam just blinked at me and it shouldn't have. Okay, it's got the motion thing on, and I don't like that, so let me turn it off real quick. Okay, all right. So, I don't know what happened there. Anyway. And now it's off-center from where I want it. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, I've got this webcam that has motion detection, so, like, I can move around. Let me show you. If you're not watching the video, this is probably really... You probably hate this, but see, it's like following me everywhere. I mean, it's a great camera. I love this camera. It's amazing. But let me get it back to where I want it. Okay, so that's close enough to where I want it. All right, so where was I? I got this demo in the mail from Mind Rage, and at this point in time, I had never heard of this band. I didn't know who they were, didn't know where they were from, didn't know what they sounded like. I had no idea how they found out about me. But, I looked at this package, and it says it was mailed from Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. We're neighboring states, but still, that's a whole state away, So I didn't know anything about it. So I opened up the package, checked it out. They sent me this demo. Back in the day, back in the mid-'90s, there were no MP3s. There were no iPads or iPods or any of this other stuff. This was like cassette demos, So this was old school, man. And so I checked this demo out. And it blew me away. I'm like, oh my goodness, this sounds exactly like Living Sacrifice Reborn material. And, Living Sacrifice is like my number one all-time favorite heavy band, ever. There are bands that are heavier that I like much more. For example, Extol. Extol is like, they were so good. Extol was so good that it wasn't fair to anybody else. I mean, let's just be honest. It just was. And they're great. They're like one of my top bands as well. But Living Sacrifice's brand of metal, with DJ and post DJ, has always been the shit to me. It's just always been it. Living Sacrifice was king for me, and it still is today. Living Sacrifice is king for me as far as metal goes and heavy stuff. But there are heavier bands, and I like a lot of heavier bands. I like a lot of heavier bands a lot, but still, Living Sacrifice hits that sweet spot in my heart. So, when I got this Mind Rage stuff and it sounded like Living Sacrifice, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is really good. And it was good without being like so much of a ripoff that it was cheesy, And so I started playing it nonstop, like crazy, all the time. And the first time I saw them in concert, they came to Oklahoma City, and the guys, they acted like they knew me, like they knew who I was. They came off stage and came and shook my hand and talked to me, and like we were like the best of friends. And I had no idea who these guys were. I still to this day, I'm 44 years old. I'm going to be 45 in October. And I still have no idea how they found out about me and why they sent the demo to me and not to Vern Marks, who was at the time the full-time Nighttime 91 DJ, or to JD, who was the other weekend DJ. He did Saturdays, I did Fridays, and then Vern did like Sunday night through Thursday night. So that was just weird. That still blows my mind. And then, later finding out that, the guys from Mind Rage ended up being part of Evanescence, who like crossed into the mainstream and like got super successful. So, let's see, not Arthur, Rocky Gray, guitarist, Living Sacrifice, drummer for Evanescence. So I mean, I don't know, man. That just blew me away whenever I got that Mind Rage stuff. I still have no idea how they found out about me and why they sent it to me and not to Vern or to JD. But in either case, in any case, I loved it. I loved it to death. I played the hell out of that. I actually still have it. It's packed away in a box somewhere, but I still have that demo. I still have that cassette tape. Unfortunately, I don't have a tape player anymore, so I can't play it. I can't listen to it, but I have been talking for a very freaking long time, and I didn't mean to, so I apologize. Once you get going down memory lane, you know how it goes. Sometimes you just go and go and go. But let's go ahead and and get the show rolling. Let's get the ball rolling on this. So right now I'm gonna hit you up with a shot from Crimson Moonlight, and this is off of the In Depths of Dreams Unconscious release from 2007. The name of the song is Alone in Silence, only on the Incision. So I was actually very tempted to go for 2 hours tonight, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just stick with a 1 hour. We're over an hour now, but yeah, it's about that time. It's about that time to close up shop and shut it down. I know. It's the saddest day of your life, and I am so sorry. My deepest and most humblest apologies to you. I know. But the sun will rise tomorrow. The sun will rise today as well. It's 3:21 in the morning while I'm recording this, so yeah. Okay, so that's going to be it for this newest edition, this February 19th, 2023 edition of Incision Radio. And you just heard a shot from Crimson Moonlight off of the In Depth of Dreams Unconscious release going back to 2007. The name of the song was Alone in Silence. And that is another very, very great band. Oh my goodness, I love Crimson Moonlight. Crimson Moonlight is the shit. Oh my goodness, they are so good. Yeah. You know, I really hate it. I really hate it when... Okay, so Crimson Moonlight is a quote-unquote Christian band. Sorry, guys, I don't know if you're into that label or not. But, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I get it, you know. As a musician myself, as someone who has been in several bands before, I get it. You know, you're just a band. You might have Christian views and you might write about those Christian views, but that's no different than anybody else, you know. Any secular band, secular, I got to put that in quotes, you know. No different than any satanic band or Buddhist band, or nobody calls them that, you know. You don't call somebody Buddhist metal, you know. You just call them a metal band. The only reason there's this distinction, I don't even know. I don't want to go into this. This is such a controversial thing, and I don't know why it should be. It really shouldn't be. You're just a band. Now, you know, you might have Christian views, and you might sing about those things from that Christian worldview. That's fine, but you're still just a band. You know? Even if you're evangelical about it, you're still just a band. You know? But I get it. It's so much easier. It is so much easier to... For the sake of convenience and for the sake of not having to get into that argument with people about Christian, quote-unquote, Christian music, it's just so much easier to just say, yeah, that Christian band. Because that way it avoids an argument, you know, and people get it, you know, they understand what you mean when you say it. Even if they themselves don't get it, you know, it's a sticky situation. It's messed up. It really is. But yeah, that was Crimson Moonlight. And what I hate, I've always hated, just because this is okay, I'll say it this way. They're a Christ following band. Okay. So, but they're still a black metal style band. Okay. And yet you got people going around talking, you know, calling that type of music unblack. Unblack metal. Oh my goodness, that is so freaking retarded. Stop saying unblack metal, people. It is so fucking stupid. It just is. I'm sorry. It's so damn stupid. It's not unblack metal, it's black metal. Okay? It might have a Christian message, but the style is still black metal. Get it through your heads. It's black metal. It's not unblack metal. It's black metal. Just like death metal is death metal. Even if it's Christian death metal, it's still death metal. It's not undeath metal. Christian alternative music is still alternative music. It's not unalternative. You know? Okay, just a straight ahead metal band. They're not death, they're not thrash, they're just a metal band, just a basic metal band. But they're Christian. Maybe a Christian metal, you know? They're not an unmetal band. They're just metal. So stop saying unblack. So yeah, that's my rant for the night. Those people that just insist on calling it unblack. Oh, bless your hearts. Bless your hearts. Yeah. This has gotten really, really talky, this show. I don't normally do a whole bunch of talking like this, at least not to this level. I don't know, maybe I should start a podcast or something and just talk about all the things that really piss me off. I need guests though, so if you want to be a guest on my podcast, then let me know. My podcast that doesn't even exist yet, but who knows? Maybe we'll go that route. So yeah, that was Crimson Moonlight. I may have said this already, 20,000 times. I don't know. If I did, I apologize. Crimson Moonlight, In Depths of Dreams Unconscious. The name of the song, Alone in Silence, from 2007. That's the good shit. That is the good shit. All right. It's time to close up shop and shut it down. So we're going to end this episode. This episode that was only supposed to be an hour long, and we're at an hour and 14 minutes on the clock recording right now, which it might end up being a little bit shorter after I edit it all. But yeah, we're going to close up shop and shut it down. I'm going to end out the set with a shot from Angel Olsen. And Angel Olsen, I love her to death. She's like the greatest. I mean, she is the best. I first discovered her in October. I don't remember the year. I think it was 2017. Might have been 2018, but I'm pretty sure it was 17. And she was the musical guest on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. And she performed her title track to the All Mirrors release. She performed that song, All Mirrors. And it just blew my mind. I mean, it was just, oh my goodness, it was such a beautiful song. Such a beautiful lady singing with such a beautiful voice. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. And I just fell in love with her like instantly. And so I had to start checking out her music, and I did. And I just loved everything she did. Just incredible music. It's not metal, but it's still just incredible. And I became an instant fan. And I remember when she went on tour in support of the All Mirrors release, she had a stop in Oklahoma City. And I found out like maybe a week before, 2 weeks at the most before. And I had already bought tickets for another show that same exact night. So I was kind of a little bit bummed, but at the same time, I was like, I was still excited because this other band I wanted to check out too. And honestly, I don't even remember what band it was now. I think it was either, I can't remember. I'm wanting to think it was either My Epic, with, they might have been touring with Comrades, and Silent Planet, or it was a Me Without You show. I can't remember because I've seen all of those bands multiple times. Me Without You, My Epic, Comrades, Silent Planet. I've seen them all multiple times. So all those shows just kind of blur together. I don't remember who it was that I saw. Now, Me Without You, as far as I know, never did any shows with those bands like on a tour together as a tour package. So it was either Me Without You or it was all the others. I just don't remember. It's just like, I've been racking my brain trying to figure this out for like years now. But I don't remember that show. I remember the night. I remember thinking that I had that conflict. It's either that show or Angel Olsen. And I went with this other show. I went with that show because I already had the tickets. And plus I was taking my nephew to his either first or second show ever. I don't know. Just trying to get him into music and all that. I don't regret it because that was a great show, and I still wanted to go to see the bands that I saw, even though I saw them all multiple times. Whichever combination of bands that was, I saw them multiple times, and it was still great. I don't regret it. But man, I really wanted to go see that Angel Olsen show for the All Mirrors tour. Because that's the album that I discovered her, and I just fell in love with her, and I fell in love with that album, and it was just really, really just amazing to me. And it's like, oh man, I can't believe I missed that. But I guess I was able to make up for it a little bit. I saw Angel Olsen just a month ago on January 25th. She came back to Oklahoma City in support of her Big Time album. She just released a few months ago, and it was a great album. It was a great show. It was a wonderful time. So, and it was just it was something else. It was the first show. I haven't been to a lot of shows lately. I've been kind of feeling music deprived. So let me kind of take you back before the world ended, and just in case you don't know, I refer to the world ending as when COVID hit. So when I say before the world ended, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm referencing is before COVID. So the last show I went to before the world ended was Me Without You, February 22nd or 23rd. Oh, crap. Okay, my webcam was blinking at me again. I thought I had, activated the motion again, and I didn't want it to be active, but it's fine. So that was either February 22nd or 23rd, 2020. They played a show in Dallas. I took my nephew to that show, and 2 weeks later, the world ended. COVID hit, and the world ended. Everything shut down. After everything opened up again, a couple years later, the first show I went and saw after that was also Me Without You. I think it was last year. I don't know, maybe the year before. Whatever their farewell tour was, because I know they had to cancel it 1 year. I guess it was 2022 because it was supposed to be. Shoot, I don't know. I don't remember. Whatever that last year was, either last year or the year before. And so my last show before the end of the world was Me Without You in Dallas, and my first show after the world opened back up was also Me Without You, their farewell tour here in Oklahoma City. And so if that was last year, then that was May of last year. If that was 2 years ago, that was May of 2 years ago. I just don't know. Everything just blurs together. But let's just say, for example, for the sake of the conversation, that it was last year. So May of last year, that was the last show I went to until I went to see Angel Olsen last month. So, I've been kind of music deprived. I miss live music. I need to start getting out to shows again. And it does my heart good. It really does. Even if I have to go alone. My goodness. I'm going to be 45 this year, and I was divorced in 2016 when I was the year I turned 38. So I've been single a long time. So I've been flying solo for a very, very long time, and so it's something I never get used to, just going out and doing things on my own. I'm still not used to that, but I do it. I, muster up the courage, and I go out and I do the things. I do the things. All right. So, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I don't know why I'm talking so much. So my apologies. If you're still with me, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. I don't know when I'm going to do another episode of Incision Radio. It might be soon. It might be 3 years from now. Who knows? And when I do it again, who knows if it's going to be another one-off like this one, or if it's going to be, fully back, full-time again. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down because I meant to do it like almost half an hour ago. Angel Olsen off the big time release. She just released the album. If you don't have it, you should go get it. It's out everywhere. And if you don't have that album, then go out and get that along with everything else she does, because everything she does is fantastic. If you're into folk, alternative folk rock, that kind of whole thing, she's a very old school she's got a very old school kind of sound. Every album she does is a little bit different, but her early stuff, most of her early stuff is like, man, it's so old school sounding. I mean, it sounds like it belongs to a different era and time. But, yeah. Angel Olsen off the big time release. The name of the song is Right Now. Until next time, take care and God bless. Goodbye.
It's time to let it go. You say you understand. Some truth is never known until you've lost your hand, until you've had to find and waited through the night. You won't know if it's bells ring until you have to deal. Why'd you have to go and make it weird? Saying things you think I need to hear. I don't need to know what makes it laugh. You can slow down, I ain't going fast. All those days are done. We all know that it's hard to stay forever. But I'm telling you right now, if we're apart or here together, I need to be myself. I won't live another life without the fear